Okay, I'm back. I think it's recording. Okay, I don't have anybody filming. So my dough is nice and soft. The texture is beautiful, not too sticky. It's not too floury. It's just beautiful. So if you're going to be kneading it, you're going to, from the beginning, you want to press, knead until you feel it's at this consistency. Okay, and the more you knead it, the better the dough. I think it's called gassing the dough or something. Like just gets the yeast moving and everything working. So now you're gonna take a bowl, medium-sized bowl, and you're gonna put a little bit of oil. Like when I say a little bit, like a teaspoon. If you put too much oil, I've done this before, and you kind of ruin your dough. So you want to get your dough in a small, like in a ball. Okay. And when you touch your dough with the finger, it should bounce back at you. Okay. So now you're going to put it in your bowl with the oil, and you're just going to roll the dough in the oil. Okay. Now, you want to get like a damp towel. So what I do is I just take a dishcloth, I put some water on it, just kind of damp, and I put that on the bowl first. Then I take another dishcloth that's in my house and I cover it. Okay, now I'm gonna put this in a place with no draft and in a warm place, like, you know, not too cold draft. You want it to be dark. So, you know, I usually just throw it in my oven or in a cupboard, and it should be doubled in size in about a half an hour. I usually leave it for about an hour, unless the kids are really hungry, then I do it after half an hour. And then it'll be doubled, and then you punch it, and then you're gonna roll it out on your counter. Don't put too much flour on your counter. You want the dough to stick a little bit on the counter so that it's able to roll out nice and smooth on the counter. And then what I do is I take my rolling pin and I actually roll the dough when I'm done rolling it. I usually have the pan beside the dough, so I'm looking at the measurement to see. And then I make sure your pan is oiled, lightly oiled, or spray it. And then I roll the dough onto the rolling pin, and I just put it on top of the pan and put it down. And then all the fun begins. The sauce and the cheese and all your toppings that you like. Everybody in this house usually likes something a little different. So that's it. So you just leave it. So good luck with that. It's so remember, 1 cup of warm water, not too hot, not too cold. 2 1/4 teaspoons of the yeast, or 1 package, with 2 teaspoons of sugar. Give it a stir, leave it for about 10-15 minutes, whatever. Then you're going to do your 2 cups of flour in another bowl with a little bit of salt. I always add a little bit more flour. And then when the yeast is ready, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil to that liquid. Then you're going to pour it all into the flour. You can do that right on your counter. Do a little well in the middle of your flour, and then just pour it in and start kneading. And knead for 8 to 10 minutes. A lot of people find that therapeutic. The whole kneading, and you know, and that's it. Then put it in an oiled bowl, cover it with a damp cloth, put it in a warm place, like not warm, but like, you know, no draft. Anyways, hope that was helpful, and happy cooking. Bye, Auntie Kathy.